This morning I wanted to share with you one of my morning routine that I enjoy doing. I went to the Gatineau Park and decided to just start off with 5 push-up walkouts. A day without push-up walkouts isn't really normal for me. It's I would say one of the exercises that I enjoy the most doing, and feel free to follow along and just do 5 push-up walkouts with me. We are close to 3. Four. And 5. I really enjoy using that exercise to add in a downward dog as well. And just feel the sun hitting my face. And then stretch my hamstrings. See if I can touch the ground. Then squat to the ground 10 times. 2. 3. It's okay if you can't straighten your legs perfectly. 5. What's important is that you feel the stretch. 6. That it feels good. 7. The fact that we're moving makes this 8 a dynamic stretch. 9. One more. And 10. Now we're gonna go back to the push-up walkout, however you want it to be. I'm just gonna go back to the back of my mat, try to touch the sky, and then walk my hands forward, go down to the ground, and then back up. Downward dog and walk back. You'd be surprised how just going into the downward dog, now we're at our 2nd, before we walk back, kind of feels good. We're going for our 3rd. So 3. And when you do your downward dog, try to touch the ground with your heels. See how it feels. 4. That's what I'm doing right now. And 1 more. 5. We're gonna get back to the middle of your mat, feet the width of your mat to go to the hip hinge to squat. Feel that stretch, then squat. 1. Try to keep your heels glued to the ground. 2. To avoid putting more pressure on your knees. So the heels on the ground, for me, 3. Makes me feel more stretches in my ankles. 4. Since I'm a runner, that is an area that tends to be easily 5. tight on me. 6. And another thing that you could do when you squat down, 7, is try to lift your chest a little bit. Feel that stretch as well in the middle of your back. 8. 9. If you can't touch the ground, you can put a block or a chair, and 10 in order to find comfort. Let's go back to our last push-up walkout, because of course I enjoy doing it 3 times. So we're going for our first one. Try to stretch up and then walk back for our second one. So 2. I like to try to dig my fingertips into the ground when I go up from the push-up. There's something about having the sun on your skin that really feels great. 3. When you're doing your exercises outside. Find it to be pretty energizing. 4. Oh yeah, that feels amazing in my hamstrings and calves. Because yes, our 5th one, last one, fortunately, 5. And then, let's go to the middle of our mats and try to see if you can sit on your heels. Stretch your feet and your toes. See if you can touch the sky. And then bring your hands under your shoulders and go into the downward dog. 1. We're gonna do that 10 times. And try to, every time you go into some sort of adjusted downward dog, try to dig those heels into the ground. 3. Touch the sky. And then go back to the ground. 4. Touch the sky. Then go back to the ground. 5. 6. If you cannot touch the sky, 7. It's okay. 8. It's okay if you cannot. You do what you can. Move within the range of motion that is good for you. 9. It's called respecting your own body. And 10. Take care of your body, and it will take care of you. Good. I'm gonna go back to the front and then do the elbow to instep. So take a step back with your left leg. Try to see if you can touch your left leg with your right hand and then touch the sky. You can press on the brakes, put your knee on the ground, thrust your hips forward, and try to touch the front and the back with your hands and hug your knee. Let's go to the other side. Take a step back with your right leg. Touch your right leg with your left hand and then touch the sky. Press on the brakes. Put your knee on the ground. Touch the walls. Arms up. Get up. If you want to learn how to do it nice and slowly, take a step back with your left leg. Touch the sky. Press on the brakes. Thrust your hips forward. Touch the both opposites, front and back, and then knee hug. We're going for our 4th one. touch your knee with your left hand, touch the sky, press on the brakes, put your knees on the ground, touch both opposites, north and south, and then hug your knee. Go with your left, touch with your right hand, touch the sky, press on the brakes, put your knee on the ground, touch the front and back of you, and hug your knee. We're going for 6. Take a step back and touch your leg with your left hand, press on the brakes, put your knee on the ground, touch in front and behind you with your arms, and then knee hug. Take a step back with your left leg, 7. Touch the sky, press on the brakes, put your knee on the ground, touch in front and back of you with your hands, and then hug your knee. Good job, guys. We're going for 9. Touch your left leg with your right arm. Touch the sky. Press on the brakes. Put your knee on the ground. Thrust your hips forward. Touch in front and behind you. Arms up. Get up. Take a step back with your right leg. Touch your right leg with your left hand. Touch the sky. Press on the brakes. Put your knee on the ground, touch in front and behind you, and arms up, get up. That knee hug really feels good. We're going to do that diamond dog. That's what I like to call it. So it's like a diamond pose. Stretch your feet, touch the sky, and then go into the downward facing dog. Stretch your feet, touch the sky with your hands, and then go with the downward dog too. Three. Four. Five. 6. 7. 8. 9. One more. And 10. Awesome. Let's go back into the downward facing dog and up to the elbow to instep. Take a step back with your left leg. Touch your knee, touch the sky, press on the brakes. Put your knee on the ground, touch in front and behind you. Arms up, get up, hug your knee. Take a step back with your right leg, touch your leg with your left arm, touch the sky, press on the brakes, put your knee on the ground, touch in front and behind you, arms up, get up. Take a step back with your left leg, touch your leg with your right arm, touch the sky, press on the brakes, put your knee on the ground, touch in front and behind you, arms up, get up. Take a step back with your right leg, touch with your left arm, arm up. Take a step back with your left leg, touch with your right arm, touch the sky, press on the brakes, put your knee on the ground, touch in front and behind you, arms up, get up. Take a step back with your right leg. With your left hand, touch your right leg. Touch the sky. Press on the brakes. Arms up, get up. Take a step back with your left leg. Touch. I have a feeling that you're getting more and more comfortable with that sequence as you practice it. Now I'm doing my 8th one, and if you really want to learn it, you can always check that list up and learn it. You'd be surprised how good it feels and how you're ready to just go for action after you've done it. Let's do one last one for number 10. Good job, guys. I like to do the Wonder Woman pose because it kind of makes me feel powerful. And of course I'm showing you off my socks from Endure Apparel. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you feel better after doing those nice 4 exercises that I enjoy doing as a routine. Have a good one.